Hello and welcome back to my channel. So I haven't really done a video in a while because I haven't gotten any figures or manga or anything weeb related in a while, but I finally got some figures in the mail and I'm ready to do an unboxing. So today's figures are two May pre-orders and also a figure I've been searching for a really long time, and I finally found her. So this is a really exciting haul for me with three very different aesthetics. So let's just get to the unboxing. I'm going to start with unboxing the pre-order. So the first one up is this one, which I'm so insanely excited about. So this is the Kaibutsu Shoujo Pelecanus 1/7 scale figure by Luminous box. This figure was originally a garage kit, and when I saw that they were going to release a pre-painted version of this garage kit, I just had to buy her because this figure, she looks insane. The aesthetic of this figure is like necromancer, MMORPG character, gothic, Lolita, everything I love packed into one figure. But before I unbox her, I want to show her an art book I picked up that accidentally fit her vibe perfectly. So while she waits over here, we have this one. This is Effigy by Kodama. I've never heard of the artist before, but while browsing Yahoo Japan auctions, I saw the cover and I fell in love. I ordered this way before I ordered the Kaibutsu Shoujo figure, so it's totally an accident that they fit so perfectly. I did think it was going to be an art book, but this is more of a art booklet, I suppose. But I'm still really excited to open it up and seeing the illustrations within, because on the Yahoo Japan auctions page there was only a picture of the cover, so I actually have no idea what's in here. So let's just open it up and see. Here we have the cover, which is this stunning illustration of this see-through skeleton alien girl. And there's lots of similar illustrations in here. They remind me a lot of some of the girls in Azur Lane, and this art is absolutely beautiful. As I said before, I did think it was going to be an art book, so I'm a little disappointed with how few pages there actually is. But this artwork is so interesting that I'm really glad I picked it up anyways. If you're not familiar with the Pelecanus figure, you probably don't understand what that art book has in common with this figure at all. But you'll understand when I open her up. So let's just unbox her and look at the beautiful figure inside. This figure is so unique and I am in love with the quality of this figure, with the design, with the execution, the sculpt. Everything about this figure is so amazing. And she even has 3D eyelashes. I've never seen 3D eyelashes on figures before, and I absolutely love the look. The candle thing here is a bit wobbly, but other than that she's quite sturdy. Assembling her was easy. I just wanna stare at her for the rest of the evening. The see-through part on her chest and her back is what really caught my eye and made me want to buy this figure, because it's so, yeah, like I said before, it's so unique. I've never seen anything like this in a figure before. And now you probably understand why I think she fits perfectly with the art book that I just bought, with see-through girls. She was made by a company called Luminous box, and I bought her for 15,000 yen, which is well worth it in my opinion for something as special as this figure. There is also a figure in the same series called Kaibutsu Shoujo. She's the first figure, or not a figure, a garage kit actually. And I really hope they make her into a pre-painted figure as well to go with this one, because the design of the first Kaibutsu Shoujo figure is so good. I almost think I like it even more than the Pelecanus figure, but I'm just crossing my fingers and hoping that this one had so much success that they decided to make the first Kaibutsu Shoujo as a pre-painted figure as well. This figure has so many amazing details and such a good paint job. The blue color on the joints of the wings really makes them pop, and you can see it inside her as well, between her ribs and on the back of this bird skull in her hair. Her mouth is really beautiful. She's got some pink lipstick, she's got a slight blush, her eyes are beautiful, and she has elf ears. I didn't know she had elf ears. This is so cool. As I said before, she has 3D eyelashes, which I really like. The candle holder is also really cool. It's, like I said before, a bit wobbly, but I really don't think it's going to fall off the base. But the selling point of this figure is of course her see-through back and chest. It's so amazing. Her skin looks really soft with soft shading. Her face has expression. It's not empty. It has so much expression, and the painting on all the details like the candle, the base, the chair is all so well executed. Props to Luminous box, which I've never heard of before, but they knocked this figure out of the park. Like, it's insane. The only downside to this figure is that her wings are really loose. The pegs doesn't really hold them up that well. They're a bit wobbly. I don't know if this is a common problem or if it's just my problem, but I'm going to have to secure them a little bit better, because I'm afraid they'll actually fall out if there's slight movement in the details, which I don't want them to do. But other than that, she is perfection. Now we're moving on to the second pre-order of May. This figure was actually scheduled for release in October last year, then again in April this year. So this is the lovely D. I have no idea why they decided to call her D, because it's very hard to not say I love D and sound suspicious. But yeah, this is D from the A to Z line, illustrated by Neko. She is made by Myethos, and this is my first Myethos figure, and I know people swear by their quality, so I'm really excited to open her up and take a look. I have loved the A to Z line for so long, but I haven't really had the money to buy the other A to Z figures on the aftermarket. So when this one popped up, I had to pre-order her right away. I was really disappointed that she didn't arrive when she was supposed to, and not when she was supposed to the next time. But third time's the charm. And we finally have her. So let's open her up. She comes with this card of authenticity, I believe. I'm not sure. And also an assembly manual. And here she is, and this figure is so cool. I love the techwear, darkwear aesthetic. I love her weapons, the tiny details. This figure is so cool, absolutely the coolest figure in my collection. She's getting that first place immediately. It seems like they thought about how she looked at every angle. She is so cool to look at from the side, from the front, the other side, even the back. And the base is cool. It's huge, but at least it's a cool, huge base. She's deadly, but she's beautiful. The flowiness of her cape, the tiny details on the back. Like real techwear, she has so many layers, so many details. Everything on her outfit seems like it has a purpose, either to protect her or help her in battle. The yellow gloves and bands on her arms and on her shirt really pops against all the black, and it's so cool. I love that they added this detail of color. The zippers on her jacket and shirt, they're such a small detail, but it amounts to so much. There's not a lot of shading, but it's really hard to shade black. And to be honest, because of her sculpt, it highlights naturally in the light anyway, so it doesn't need a lot of highlighting or shading. There are so many details on her jacket and on her shirt, and on the weapon is so detailed. I love that it's a spear gun. The gradient is so well done, from this gunmetal gray to metallic silver. Her facial expression is like, oh, I could kill you, but I don't really care. You're not worth my time. Her mouth is so cool. She's got glossy lips and some light pink lip color. She has slight blush on her cheeks, and the greenish gray eyes are so striking. What I really love is the everything but the vibe. She has such a powerful vibe. She just commands the room. Like this. I love her. I've seen some people on my figure collection comment about her hair looking less crisp than it's supposed to be, but what's wrong with you? To be honest, this figure was kind of cheap. I know Myethos is kind of cheap for the quality they put out, and I have no complaints. This figure, it's a 10 out of 10. To be honest, this figure is a 10 out of 10. And if you say otherwise, she will kill you. She is absolutely insane. She's so sick. I love her. But yeah, this was the A to Z D figure, and I do love D. Now, last but not least, we have this figure, which I've been looking for such a long time, and I finally found her at a price that I thought was acceptable. And that is the Eve LOVECALL, which is illustrated by my favorite illustrator, Rurudo. And she is so stunning. I really do have a weak spot for succubi or imp or vampire, anything like that, and I think her vibe is so cute. And it's so seldom you get these like flat-chested characters which still looks like adults. That's so I just love her, and I was so excited to open her up. I hope I love her as much as I think I'm going to, because I've been drooling over pictures of this figure for so long. She might not live up to my expectations, because in my mind she's a 10 out of 10. So I'm really almost scared, but mostly excited about opening her. So, but before opening her up, I have another art book, and this one is an actual book. It's this one. I also ordered this off of Yahoo Japan auctions, and I got it at a really nice price. It is the Unreal art book by Rurudo, the illustrator of the LOVECALL figure. And I'm so excited to look in this book, so let's just do it. We're starting off with this beautiful cover with this iridescent silver title, and it's so beautiful. This actually has so many pages, over 120 pages. Here we have some of the original characters. I do think this is actually Eve, the figure I'm going to unbox. And here we have the art that inspired the Eve LOVECALL figure. The artwork is so beautiful, and the print is so clear and crisp. I love all of these original characters. They fit my vibe so perfectly. This is We also have artwork of some VTubers in here, which is so cool. I love all the artworks in here. I wish I could just cut them out of the book and hang them on my wall, but I'd never be able to ruin such a beautiful book. I'm so happy that I got my hands on this art book. It's unreal. All the artwork is so beautiful and so delicate, and I just love it. But now it's time to open the figure, which I'm even more excited about. So this figure is pre-owned, so she has been opened before, but the auction said that she was in A/B condition, and I know that they are pretty strict on the condition ratings in Japan, so I do believe she's going to look flawless, but I shouldn't hope too much. And she comes with this beautiful illustration postcard. I'm so happy. I forgot she's a cast off. She comes with a manual on how to cast her off. So here she is. She was kind of a pain to assemble, because to put the wings in, you have to take off this bandeau part in the back, and the wings was a pain to put in, and the bandeau part was a pain to put back. But it was well worth the effort, because look at her. She is so pretty. She has this serenity over her. She's just really beautiful, really pretty. She's just pretty. She looks so elegant. Her base is kinda huge. I wish they cut it down to half this size. Only flaw I found from the previous owner, I guess, is that she has a tiny scuff on her back, but it's not really visible, so, and I can try to remove it myself, so it's not a problem for me at all. I do think I love absolutely everything about this figure, but her eyes, they are so captivating. They are so unique and pretty, and she has so much expression. She is restrained, so I do think she's done something wrong. Maybe she enticed too many men. Her body sculpt is amazing, and her pose is so cute. And her hair is so beautiful. It's got this really nice shading on her parts in the back, almost like she's growing roots. Her bangs are so cool. They are crispy, they are well shaded, highlighted. I didn't know that her bandeau chest belt thing was going to be see-through, but I'm not complaining, because even though you can see her oppai, I guess she still looks so elegant and beautiful and pretty. Her shoes are really nicely detailed. They are the one thing that I didn't really love about the figure when looking at photos of her, because they were so black compared to everything else. But now seeing her in person with the black shoes, the bows on her panties and on her neck and thighs, it just fits so well. I really like the shoes now. There's not a lot of shading on her stockings or her body, but it's just enough. I love how her wings are downturned. They are almost see-through but darker at the top. Her hair accessories are so nice, and you can also display this figure at every angle and not see any flaws. She's just so beautiful. She's a piece of art. So that was all of the figures in this haul, and I'm so happy. All of these figures are 10 out of 10, and even though their aesthetics are so different, they are perfect in their own way. I'm just so happy with these figures. The Rurudo figure was definitely the more expensive one, but she was bought on the aftermarket after all, so the other two were so cheap for the quality and what you get. I don't want to say that anime figures are cheap, because they are expensive. They are so expensive, but it's art. It's literally art. You're buying art. So with that in mind, I do think these two figures were cheap, and I'm so happy I got them. I'm so happy with my pre-orders, and I'm so happy with my Rurudo figure, and this is going to make my week. So yeah, I haven't gotten figures in quite a while, so this was the boost I needed to keep going, I guess. That sounded so depressing. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this haul, a fragment of how much I enjoyed it, because then you had a really good time. I do recommend buying all of these figures. They are perfect and even better in real life than they are on photos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!